So the task I was given when I came in was to take 2 or 3 independent companies and turn them into a group and grow the group within 5 years to 20 million turnover. So we're 18 months in, we're on track, and we're doing very well. Prior to Sona, we were having something like 22% of our shifts unfilled and had to be filled with overtime or agency. Now that figure is down to less than 5%. Once we'd made the decision to take Sona, we then monitored the return on investment from it. We believe that it took a maximum of 6 months. We now restrict our agency through the Sona KPIs to around 5% of our total hours. We restrict our overtime to about 10% of our total hours, which we can manage through the Sona KPIs. And in fairness, the numbers of missed calls are now 0. Labour costs are 85% of all social care businesses. Therefore, you have to manage your 85% cost well. And Sona provides us with a mechanism to do that.
So effectively, our no-call rate has reduced to 0, which has meant that the profitability of the business has increased to, I suppose, 100% of the expected revenue, because we always invoice for every single shift that we're contracted to, which is a massive change. I think it's given us much more confidence. What it's allowed us to do is to not use resource or processes as a barrier. So whereas before we may have said, actually, if we've got 2 opportunities, we'll only take 1 because it's going to take some time to bring it on board. We're going to have to bring it into our processes. We can actually go out and say all 3, we'll take all 3, because we know we can just take them and streamline them into our processes, no problem. And whilst we're doing that, we can then go and look for the next ones. So that's been a big change, and that has been due to Sona. And also we've built a culture of aspiration, and I think that's new. And Sona, again, helped with that, because we said, what could we achieve? Well, actually, what we've got with Sona is so much better than what we've had, but what can we have next? Rather than, oh my God, you've changed something and I've just got to get used to that change, is actually, we've changed something and we'll change it again, and we'll move on, and we'll make it better, and we'll make it better. And I think that as a culture piece it makes it an amazing place to work.
So staff at all levels, in all departments, they all feel valued, they all feel listened to now, and for me that's a real benefit.
So 19% of our workforce that would have historically left are now staying with the business, which I think in terms of support staff is testament to Sona.
Oh no, if somebody else offered me a job with a different partner, I want to stay here. I love everything, and I love the way that it's going forward, and everything's sort of evolving to benefit both the individuals and the staff. I think it's fantastic, to be honest with you.
I'm not 100% on tech, but it was very easy to set up.
Sona saves me a lot of time. At one point it would probably take me a whole entire day to do the invoicing. That has now reduced to 2 hours.
It has streamlined a lot of things. It's taken away a lot of manual manipulation that needed to be done before with the data, particularly around payroll.
On a bad day, you may be saving up 6 hours. To that extent, our whole role was just consumed with rota, shift cover.
It really does save a lot of time. It's just very streamlined, it's straight to the point, it's very easy to use as well.
Staff wellbeing has benefited, it's improved massively. It's also improved the managers that were dealing with rota systems before, in a whole, and the individuals that we support. It's really benefited everybody, because everybody now knows what's happening, there is that consistency.
Would we recommend Sona? 100%.